There you go, bud. There's your bacon roll.
Ed Devlin is a happy-go-lucky fast food vendor from Newcastle.
Technique he usually uses, wait until they go brown on both sides, and if the cheese melts on the cheeseburger, like, that's generally it.
For 3 years, he's been working the vans around the city, keeping the locals happy with his charm and cheeseburgers.
There's your chips.
I don't have to do much in my job apart from just be reasonably pleasant to people.
But easygoing Ed is going to have to become a lot less pleasant because he's about to be transformed into a fierce, uncompromising head chef. In just 4 weeks, he's going to be commanding a team in a top-level haute cuisine cooking competition. He'll be competing against 3 teams of professional chefs from some of Britain's finest kitchens. David Laris, the head chef at one of London's trendiest restaurants, is going to be teaching Ed how to be a cordon bleu cook.
Very good. To pull off being a chef, it takes years and years and years, and some guys still never get it right. So it's going to be one of the hardest things I've done for a long time.
To toughen him up and to learn how to command a kitchen, Ed's also going to be trained by the famously hot-tempered top chef, Gordon Ramsay.
I don't want to see a wimp. I can't stand wimps. Cooking's not laid back. You know, it's a young man's game today. And boy, oh boy, do you need a huge pair of bollocks to get to the top. So I want to see someone charismatic.
So in just 4 weeks, will Ed Devlin really be able to transform himself into the next Gordon Ramsay? When Ed Devlin's not working in a burger van, he washes dishes in a cafeteria. And although he rarely cooks at home, he does have one dish he's very proud of.
Right, this is beans on toast with cheese, right? So, like bread pan. If you're having tea with this, you really want to get the kettle on. Ring on. I usually put it on high. Some people like cooking the beans slowly, but I like everything to be done very quickly. Cheese, you want sort of like plenty of cheese, I always think, because like that's what makes it. I had a mate who said you should never stir beans, but he talks out of his house.
Qualities required to be a head chef would be passion for food, the ability to run a team, confidence, apart from the obvious ability to cook.
It's getting there.
The biggest nightmare that I would confront in having someone walk into a kitchen would be someone who lived a very lax lifestyle, someone who had no idea of food and no concept of where we were trying to go, didn't like giving orders. The ultimate truth of being a head chef is that sometimes you have to be a bastard to get the job done.
I just hate telling other people what to do because I always think I'm like massively underqualified to tell anybody else what to do. At work, I just myself is just trying to keep my head down, turn up for work, do the job, and come home.
All this will have to change if Ed's going to fake it as a head chef. While in London, Ed will live with David Laris and his family.
Hello.
Hiya,
Hi, mate.
David.
Ed, is it?
Yeah, that's
Come
right.
on in, mate.
Thanks.
Welcome to Bertram Cottages.
Thanks very much. Is it just me there, then?
It's just you, yeah?
Oh, great, so I can have the top bunk.
You can sleep whenever you want. Okay, let's head down to the kitchen and
So soon?
no time like the present to get you started. Haven't got that much time.
Instead of offering him a meal, David asks Ed to cook so he can check out his culinary skills.
The other kitchens and this kitchen. So, I've got a few bits and pieces lying around for you. There's something in the fridge that might surprise you. There's some veggies. All yours, mate.
David isn't going to give Ed any help whatsoever.
Right. Thanks. Oh, my God. No way. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to cut that head off. It's spooking me. Oh, come off, please.
Seems a little rough around the edges. It's going to do something about that shaving situation. Seems like a nice guy. I don't know if that's going to work in his favour or against him. I'll try and beat it out of him. You're mincing it out there, Ed?
No, it's all right. Is it just you and me?
No. The other half's coming back expecting to get fed too, you know.
To keep things simple, Ed decides to boil the vegetables for about an hour.
Oh, no. Sure I could have got more out than that.
you go. Well, that's one for you.
Thank you.
It's all right, you haven't tasted it.
Can you give it a go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's,
After you.
His face.
You screwed up the fish totally, basically. I think you've got minced fish, and I've got a little bit of fish, and you know. What do you think? More importantly.
I see what you mean about the broccoli. I'm sorry, the fish is horrible.
So, down the local Chinese, then, is it?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Fine as sausage.
I'd be fibbing if I said I wasn't nervous about the whole thing. You know, sure I'm nervous. I'm nervous about sort of like a lot of the stuff that I've got ahead of us. Like, you know, all I can do is put the whack in and whatever comes, comes.
To give Ed his first taste of the wonders of haute cuisine, David has taken him to lunch at the Fat Duck, one of the country's best restaurants.
Here we have the slow-cooked saddle of lamb, served with a salad of lamb tongue, a coffee and garlic dentelle, and onion puree.
Lovely presentation too. See what I mean? I was talking about, that's not overdone with presentation, but it shows real sophistication.
Yeah.
Yeah? As I said yesterday, the last thing a master learns is simplicity.
That's the tongue, isn't it?
That's the tongue. That is gorgeous.
All right, I'll have a bit of it.
John, you won't be offended by it. It's actually very tasty.
They say it's more the thought of it.
Just stick at it. This is the main thing.
7 more exotic courses follow, but Ed finds it a little too rich for his stomach.
Paint the face there, Ed. That was absolutely outstanding. That was excellent.
Will you push the experience any further, or?
No, I think I've gone far enough, thanks. Thanks very much. I'm not being ungrateful. I'm not used to this kind of
That's
stuff.
fine. No problem at all.
Thanks. I don't understand any of it. Don't understand people who can go and sit down and have, like, you know, blow 200 quid on a dinner for 2 or something like that. You know, after, like, you know, at least ridiculous money, £500 or whatever. Like, you know, it's. I don't understand it. It's beyond my comprehension, like, you know.
It's Monday morning and Ed's first day in the kitchen. But first, David wants him to look the part, so they're off to a chef's outfitter in Soho.
Okay, Ed, see what you look like. Hey.
Wow.
Straight out of a commercial. What's that commercial?
How's that?
That's the business, isn't it?
Right. Let's do the last bit then. And you can't go into a kitchen without a set of these. Here's your knives.
Tools of the trade. A set of Gustav knives.
All right, here you go.
Cheers.
All yours. You get this shaved off, eh? Well, Ed, a new man, eh? Right, let's see if you can cook now.
Very big. Looks very posh as well, like, you know. Oh, Jesus.
Before Ed can start flambeing and sautéing, he first has to learn some more basic skills.
All right. Little broom lights, they're all the same size. Have a go at rocking it. Rock it. Yeah? That's it. Keep your thumb behind or you're going to lose it. We're rocking. That's it. Rock, relax. Relax. Oh, Ed. Zen in the art of slicing. Not too fast, not too slow.
Right.
See that? Look at that.
Then in the art of slicing. Jesus Christ.
He's not moving. I mean, I guess maybe I'm expecting too much, but he's like you know, he's so stiff. He needs to chill out, he needs to get a hang of it, but I guess that comes with confidence and time. I hope we've got time to do that. It's 50% there, all right? And your kind of whole demeanour is about, you know, 80% away. The more I see, the more I get worried. It's a long road.
Mean it.
Fingers out of the way, bottom end of the knife. Get your fingers out of the way. Get your fingers out of the way. No. We're going to work on his pan techniques. We're going to teach him how to bone, basic bird, duck, something like that, and presentation. I mean, I'm going to get him plating stuff up, hopefully tomorrow. I hope he'll be plating dishes for the restaurant.
How dare you defy me, Duck? Why? Why? My head's a bit scrambled at the moment because I seem to be, like, thinking of 1,001 things. I'm trying to cram as much knowledge in as possible. And even just trying to cram knowledge in that helps you fake knowledge is really difficult.
Over the next 5 days, Ed spends every hour he can practicing his skills and trying to design his first basic dish. By the end of week 1, Ed has created his first ever restaurant quality dish, duck with cranberry sauce.
You know, it's only the end of the first week, but for me, you know, as time's gone on, I really want to win this one, like, you know. I want to come out on top because it doesn't happen that often.
It's the start of week 2, and David's decided that Ed is ready to take his first tentative steps into the cutthroat world of competitive cooking.
Is that all I can do?
You're psyched up for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
On the edge.
You had some stiff competition out there today.
Right.
High pressure, high stakes.
What Ed doesn't know is whom he'll be competing against.
We just about to turn the corner, so to speak.
Let's hope so.
And here we are. You up for it, Ed?
How many am I cooking for? I'm not Jesus, you know. I've only got 3 duck breasts.
It's not what you're cooking, Ed. I think it's what you're cooking up against.
No way.
Ed's been entered into the 2nd Uckfield Brownie Troop's annual cooking competition. He's cooking the duck dish he designed, but with a brownie badge at stake, he can expect some pretty stiff competition.
In 3rd place, we have the beef stroganoff and the sweet and sour pork. Would you like to come up and receive your prize? And in 2nd place, we have the duck.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
Well done, thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.
And the winner is the pan-fried salmon.
It was good just to get a bit of practice in, like, you know, doing stuff solo.
We took on the 8-year-olds and you
Came second.
For Ed's final test, he has to design a 3-course haute cuisine menu. So with David's help, he sets out to learn all about produce and flavors.
See that stays and these an imprint? If I was picking out these 3, that's the one I'd go for. These are great. These are really good for braisings. Right? That's really nice.
Big jam on the top. Finished off with a bit of gravy.
By the end of week 2, Ed's hard work is starting to pay off.
You're good, mate. Excellent. This is great. He's got potential to learn the skills. Ed has got the potential to learn the skills, but we're going to have to just bring out that authority thing in him. He obviously doesn't like telling people what to do, and that's just not good enough.
If Ed's going to fake it as a head chef, he's going to have to appear to be authoritative and in control.
Hey, how's it going?
Acting coach Donna Berlin has the difficult task of trying to transform nice guy Ed into a fierce, arrogant chef. She's come to Mezzo to meet Ed and secretly watch him in action.
The key skills as far as, you know, him using a knife and tossing a pan and all that sort of stuff are coming along.
Right.
But he won't be able to hide the fact that if he's not taking control of the situation.
He's having problems gaining authority.
Yeah, definitely. And the look and the stance and the attitude and all that sort of stuff. A slight air of arrogance, he needs to develop that. I'll talk to you later on.
All right.
Bye now. Ed, mate, Ed. Come on down, I want to show you another aspect of kitchen work. All right, Ed, this is the pass, mate, OK? Why don't you step back there with the runners, all right? Watch what I do, and then you can have a little crack at it, all right? OK, new order, 804, rien avant. One halibut.
When a chef takes the pass, they take command of the whole kitchen. It's a high-pressure job which demands composure and authority.
Service, thank you, 8. Let's go, I feel a rush coming on. Give it all to me, or don't give it to me at all.
He swaggers, doesn't he? He really swaggers.
Anyone? Come on, Bobby. OK, guys, we're going to give Ed a little go on the pass, OK? Just try to be kind. Go, Ed. Take that. Find the docket. Call it. Another one. Get ahead of yourself. Get ahead of yourself. One there. Call that one. Come on. Come on.
501, main away. 1 salmon, ES, well done. 2 chicken, ES. 1 penne. 3 beans, 3 new potatoes. 504.
Yeah, chef.
504 on the pass.
Come on, Ed. Come on, mate. Come on, come on.
Okay.
He's very hunched forward, he's leaning, so he's not taking his own weight, he's not making a stance at all. And he's looking a bit like the kitchen porter.
Come on.
With orders coming in fast and furiously, dockets start piling up, leaving customers waiting for their food.
Ed, it's piling up over here. You're losing control. Right. Push him, Ed, push him.
We got 3 beans here.
Start sending something, Ed.
Yeah, it's 1 chicken.
Put it there. Sorry, he's dropped unit. That's Ed's fault.
Sorry.
As the pressure becomes too much for Ed, David is forced to step back in.
Stand there, Ed. Sorry, mate.
Hey, sorry.
Right, attention. We're going again. 801 main away. 2 chicken, yes, thank you.
He's very nervous, you can see that. He's incredibly nervous. He's also very subservient, and he doesn't look very commanding at all. I think we need to add a few inches to his height and try and open him up a little bit.
It's still like telling people what to do, you know. Oh, like, this is how it is, and that's that, you know. I'd rather curl up and die, you know. I'd rather hammer me bollocks to the mast of a sinking ship, I think. You know, it's, I just hate doing it. It just makes us cringe.
Ed, got another little surprise for you. This is Donna. Ed.
Hello, darling.
Donna's going to be teaching you some acting techniques.
Great.
So she's actually been out in the restaurant all night watching you.
Oh,
so she's got some background now.
On you.
Oh, right.
You don't look in control. You've got a lot of this.
Yeah.
And we need to so I'll big you into plate.
Cheers, man.
Ed and Donna arranged to have their first session in 3 days. After 2 weeks at Mezzo, it's now time for Ed to move on. He's leaving to work in one of the best restaurants in Britain to be taught how to cook food of the very highest quality by the notoriously bad-tempered master chef, Gordon Ramsay.
Sauce boiling hot, please, Rupert.
Nice guy Ed, who hates authority, is going to have a tough time in Mr. Ramsay's kitchen.
Been great, thanks a lot, I've enjoyed it.
Good luck down there. Give him hell, eh?
It's a very cold, cutthroat standard at this level.
You know, I feel a bit nervous now about going to Gordon's. I wasn't really up until sort of like, you know, about an hour ago.
He's going to feel left out. He's going to feel awkward. He's going to feel stupid.
Like the same as starting any new environment, any new job, just fear of the unknown, more or less, like, you know, but with a bit more added with everyone saying, like, you know, he's a complete psychopath.
I can spot a talented cook within 2 minutes of being in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Chris, quickly say hello to Ed. I know it's not the right time now. Ed, Chris, Ed. Conrad, say hello quickly, please. Get over and done with. Conrad, Ed. Okay, for a few days. Come on, Tom, push bar. Sorry. Dickie, get the fuck out of there. Let's go. Right, Madeline, first of all, can you go sort out a jacket, Fred, downstairs? We just have this policy about these names, that as you see, no one's got names on jackets because it's... no one's arrived in life.
Right.
Not saying you have, but I'd rather you start off on the right foot. First impressions, I mean, he looks like a sack of shit. No, he doesn't look anywhere near a chef. No, definitely not, no. Looks like a cabbie. Looks like he's just here to pick up table 4. All this, mate, cheers and all that crap, I mean, that stuff stays in the pub. What exactly have you been doing at Mezzo? Explain to me what you've been doing.
Right, we've been preparing vegetables, so we've been doing a lot of brunoise, fair bit of julienne.
Fair bit of what?
Julienne vegetables.
Julienne? Who the f*** is Julienne?
I'm not sure, it's just like, you know, them dead thin vegetables.
Do you know julienne, Mark? Julienne. We'll stick to strips. With French. They're very nice. They don't look like they've done much bloody work.
Right.
But in a couple of weeks' time, that will change. Right.
It's certainly different, mate. I haven't seen that much fear on people's faces since I was on a roller coaster in Blackpool, you know.
We're asking for plates inside, the hot plate. They're looking at us like these gormless. They don't even know what the plate is. I mean, that's how stupid they are.
I've never seen so many unhappy people. In most of all.
Hey, when he's calling out an order, you donkey. J'entends le petit peu, là, s'il vous plaît, là? Donut. Lee, can you wake up, please? You've got the easiest job in the house, and you're making the most mistakes. 3 on 7. Dickie, your section, not even a word from you. One side of the sweet, one side jack, one ravioli. Is that coming, Lee? Come on!
Ed is almost completely ignored amongst the carnage that is Gordon's kitchen during lunch service. And after 4 hours, he can't stand it anymore and walks out.
I just had to get out of there because my head was busted. It's like hell.
Right.
I know I know bugger all about cooking. I know I'm no chef or anything like that. There's no excuse for you being treated like shite. You know what I mean?
So take it you didn't have a good time there from the sounds of it, mate. At least make light of it, you know, I mean, what can you do?
I'm really glad I don't live in his head. Because, like, hey, that must be a really cold and sterile place, because, like, having to be Gordon Ramsay for the rest of your life, that's like a curse, you know what I mean? One of these films sort of thing. Right, what's worse than death? Right, you can be Gordon Ramsay for the rest of your... No! Please, anything but that.
Before heading back into Gordon's kitchen, Ed has his first session with acting coach Donna Berlin.
When David was calling out the numbers, he would pick the number and he would send his voice out that way. Okay? You picked up the numbers and went, chicken at 1 time, it disappeared. There's a difference. There's a difference. You can see it instantly. You need to send the voice where it needs to go.
You, here, now.
Make sure that the chin is lifted and the chest is back, all right? You are not threatened by this. Okay, I just want you to think about raising your chest just a little bit. Just raise it towards the ceiling. You need to have the right attitude, okay? Be slightly arrogant. You are right. Now, as an added little exercise, you're going to a football match this afternoon where you will be refereeing. All right? So, what we need to do is we need to have you using everything that we've done this morning. We're going to put that into practice.
What Ed doesn't know is that the match he's reffing is between Mezzo and a team from the restaurant of ex-professional footballer Gordon Ramsay.
Stand off them. Don't go in until you're really sure you can actually take the ball and the player out at the same time. OK?
Make sure no one invades your space. Look them in the eye. Tell them what you want to tell them.
Back. Referee above head high! Who's running this game, me or you? All right?
Andre!
Oh, come on, ref, get on with it.
It's enough from there, thank you very much. I won't warn you again.
Let's stay on him.
Free kick from here.
What? It's got to be on the line. I don't understand the mechanics. You've got 2 different rules.
No, I haven't.
There's 2 different rules. How can he stand on the side of the
Touch
line?
me again, and you're off, Sonny.
Referee, what's this physical shit? Come on!
Just take the f***ing kick and stop fannying about, for f***'s sake.
With the final whistle, Mezzo has stormed to a 7-0 victory.
On this occasion, I want to go to Gordon Strachan and blame the referee completely.
Ed has now shown the confidence to stand up to Gordon, but will it help him when he has to return to Ramsay's on Monday morning?
Thanks ever so much, cheers. Yeah, it was like I'd have been eaten alive if it hadn't been for you this morning.
It's the start of week 3, and Ed has returned to Ramsay's with a new self-assurance. Gordon is taking his first look at the skills Ed has learned.
Good. Scales brushed down all the way. Nice sharp knife. Yep. Good. Yep. I can hear the crackling. That's just music to my ears, you know that? Excellent. And pull away. I can't believe how quick that came off. Voila.
Gordon is also impressed by the air of confidence Ed has been displaying since his session with Donna.
My opinion's definitely changed since Saturday. A completely different guy, a lot more confident, and yeah, things are really starting to happen, which is good. And he's more enthusiastic and actually less intimidated about what we're going to be doing now. He actually looks quite focused. Big difference. Listen, that is brilliant. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. But you've got to have, boom, bit of spring. Up, more movement, and around, and looking around. And an active body has an active mind, and the mind's stimulated, and then bang, you're on top of it. OK? Yeah, good man.
Today was good, you know, it was a good day. I learnt a hell of a lot today.
Over the next 5 days, Ed works closely with Gordon, finalizing his 3-course test day menu and perfecting his skills.
Relax your face. You've been in front of the stove before. Nice thin tortellini, which looks excellent. Don't be scared to re-season it halfway through the cooking process. Sit down 2 seconds.
It's Ed's last day at Ramsay's, where his cooking skills have improved considerably. But Gordon is still worried about Ed's demeanor.
To be their best friend. You're still too nice, and it's not going to work on the day. And you're going to expose yourself in a way that they're going to smell a rat. Get some aggression in there. Stand different from it. Stand slightly more on top of things. And forget the mate scenario, because that's one big worry I have.
I think you're confusing good manners with...
No, you're missing my point.
I can understand what you're saying, but, like...
Manners, it's a kitchen environment, do you understand?
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from, but this is a boisterous, tough, hard, shitty job to become a great success in.
The 2 things I find difficult is sort of, like, authoritarian sort of control of other people. And as I say, the eye for details sort of thing, getting the details right. Gets me every time.
Ed's going to have to appear authoritative if he's going to fake it as a head chef. So in his final week, he returns to Mezzo to start leading a kitchen with Gabe.
You on here and Bobby. Les, Bobby.
How you doing?
Hey, yeah.
You all right?
Hi.
This is Madeline. She's come from Gordon's kitchen. She's going to be on the
Nice
team.
to meet you.
So it's the 3 Musketeers here, and D'Artagnan that kind of makes me.
These chefs from both Ramsay's and Mezzo will make up his team in the final competition. David has invited some guests along to try out the 3-course menu Ed has designed. The brigade will have to cook it under test conditions, but there are a few things Ed hasn't been told.
You've got half an hour to go.
Yes.
And something else I haven't told you is that my boss is coming, my big boss, who's the managing director of Conran Restaurants, David Lowy. And so my ass is on the line here as well, and everyone up there is a professional, right? And you're going to have to go up the end of it and have a chat with them.
With the pressure now on, things soon start to fall apart.
I've just noticed he's starting to do what I would call the uncertainty shuffle. He seems to be losing grip of the situation now. He did have it together in the beginning, but he's not giving clear instructions anymore either. I mean, they're going to spot all this stuff. He'll lose points for it. What's wrong here?
Stick it, and they're supposed to pop back up again.
Enough oil in the pan?
Yes? What?
Enough oil?
Yes, I think so.
Chef, how long before we send the starter?
Starters off. As soon as these become unstuck.
As he becomes obsessed with his red mullet, Ed loses control of his team as well.
How long, Chef?
Hold on for a minute. Right, drop. My God, have mercy upon my soul.
How long, Chef?
Drop him now.
Yes, Chef. It's 2 minutes now. 2 minutes right now.
Go!
Upstairs, the guests are eagerly awaiting their gastronomic feast.
Tortellini's coming up now.
You overcook these. Fucking hell.
No?
Yes. Max. Don't you say a word.
Crunchy.
Yeah, crunchy to the extent of almost burnt.
No problem, Chef.
Chef, how long is it going to be, please?
Minute.
Do you think it's the right time now, Chef? How are we doing? 8 or 6? It's fine.
That's it. Right. Take them away. Thanks very much.
No, it's all falling apart. The fish was black. Just, you know, the slop on the plate where the eggplant was, the aubergine, just shit dish, unacceptable. You know, I don't know how the duck's going to go, but the first one was crap.
Thank you very much.
Luckily for Ed, his chocolate fondant and Christmas pudding ice cream proved more popular with the diners.
My favourite.
Is it nice? Yeah.
It's nice. It's not too heavy and strong.
No. It is good.
In the final competition, Ed will face a grilling from the judges.
What do I say?
So for practice, David sends him in to be cross-examined by the guests.
I live for cooking, so I cook for myself most of all. If I don't do that, then again, I might as well go and dig roads or whatever. Like, you know, choose a different profession. It's got to come from the soul.
Can you just say, first of all, just tell us why you chose that menu?
The best way to sort of like best way to give yourself a target is to follow a theme. So I wanted to do something around perhaps a Christmas theme.
Did we delay you? Was the food sitting around a little bit on the hot plate? It tasted as if it was just sitting there a bit too long.
It's like the red mullet was like overcooked, I think, for everybody.
The dessert was exceptional, and the other two were just mediocre food that you would find.
How are we doing?
Well, not as bad as it could have done. A lot of the problems that we ran up against, the things that were down to me, which in some ways is good. You know, I prefer the things down to me. It allows us to work on a lot of things.
To try and sort out their problems, Ed and his team spend the last few days before the competition practicing in the teaching kitchens at Hammersmith College. Without the pressures of test conditions, everything appears to be coming together.
I want to go the whole distance, you know. I want to win the competition. I don't want any of the judges to finger us, and I will be like, you know, we'll go that extra mile to do that, and we can do it.
On the last day before the test, Ed's 3 mentors come along to have a final look at how things are going.
How you doing, Ed?
Fine, thank you very much.
Ed may be confident, but they're not at all happy with what they see. Everything seems to be far too quiet, and Ed isn't showing any leadership whatsoever.
Can I make a point? How many people does it take to churn ice cream?
So with the ice cream over there?
A chef lives and dies by the clock.
I'm really pissed off. It's actually this whole nice thing that's starting to get on my tits now. This whole thing about, you know, just not taking charge is just going to blow it for us.
He just needs a whooping, basically. He's just got to get his arse in gear and get out there and do the job he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be leading. You know, everybody's looking to him and they're not getting what they need, and unless he gives it to them, it's not going to happen.
Because of Ed's continued failure to take charge, the food is also a complete disaster.
A bit too white, that, isn't it?
Yeah, there's too much. The olive oil is just, it's too much olive oil, isn't it?
And to see how long it took him to sauce the plates, I mean, a bloody disaster. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Even Ed's strongest dish is a total flop.
The ice and sugar.
Ice cream's a disaster.
No, absolutely.
It's embarrassing. They cook like this tomorrow. Forget it.
No.
If you're silent, they're silent.
Talk to him. Keep talking to him. Keep telling him what to do.
Every time you hit that bloody pass, get everybody around with you. Madeline, you're putting the duck on. Les, you're putting the beans on. Bobby, you're putting the endive on. I'm saucing. And you go as a team. There wasn't a team in there today. There was no feel of a team.
You've got to be sick of the sound of your own voice by the end of tomorrow. But we need to hear the voice. The guys need to hear the voice as well.
That's it. Tomorrow's the last chance. There's no more tests now.
That tomorrow will come in last place, unfortunately. The sauce was fad, watching it was embarrassing, and the duck was stone cold. The pudding was hit and miss, and the ice cream was a f***ing disaster. He's the leader.
If the mentor's ear bashing isn't enough, Ed also suffers a talking to by his own team.
Like, shout at us, man. We won't take it personally. We're used to it. We get shouted at every day.
Stop being Mr. Nice Guy. This
every day we get
sorry,
shouted at.
please, and thank you is like seriously getting on our nerves.
It just needs to be more assertive. Man.
We're standing there and waiting for commands. We're standing with the food in our hands, getting cold and waiting for a command, and it's just not right.
What do you reckon about tomorrow, then?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
We're gonna get murdered.
If the attitude is that, you know, it's too late and let's forget about it and we can't do anything about it, well then, I can't do anything about that either.
I never said that. I'm gonna do it 100% on the day, like, you know. But as I say, let's not live in cloud cuckoo land here, like, you know, and say that today was possible or today was all right. Today was a unmitigated disaster. I'm fed up with coming second. Fed up with being like Ed the gallant loser. Eddie's mate's girlfriend's nice friend, you know. You know, I just want to do something that's sort of like, you know, I can all remember with some satisfaction.
Test day is here, and a very different Ed Devlin arrives for the competition. But will he really have what it takes to fake it? Ed's test day has arrived. Today he will be competing against 3 teams of professional chefs from some of Britain's finest kitchens. Each team will have to prepare a 3-course haute cuisine meal for 12 guests, who will be dining in the college restaurant. They'll be judged by 3 esteemed restaurant industry professionals. Linda Brown is an award-winning food writer. Sarah Peart is restaurant assessor for the AA Guide. And Trevor John is head chef at the Good Food Guide listed restaurant, The Eabery. They'll be looking for the best head chef, judging their leadership and kitchen skills as well as their food. They have no idea that 4 weeks ago, one of those head chefs was frying burgers and washing dishes for a living. David, Gordon, and Donna are in another room secretly watching the day's events unfold.
Okay, come on.
The chefs not only have to prepare their meals, but they also face a grilling from the judges. In the red kitchen is Abdul Jallo from Chez Girard, a chain of French restaurants. He's been chefing for more than 6 years, working in some of London's top kitchens.
What do you think the most important quality there is to being a head chef? What's most important in that?
The most is organisation, communication, and knowing what you do, knowing what to do, basically.
In the green kitchen is Paul Baker. He's been a chef for 5 years and creates the food in one of Britain's most exclusive hotels, the Dorchester.
How important is seasonality to you?
Whether something's in season or not, if it tastes good, then it's good to use.
In the yellow kitchen is Adam Dubell from the 5-star Hanbury Manor Marriott. He's attended catering college and has been a professional chef for 3 years.
I was just wondering, what do you think makes the difference between a head chef and everybody else?
Who inspires you? This is a very hard industry. You come in every morning at 9 o'clock, you leave at 11 at night. Sometimes you don't get a break, sometimes you do, but you never stop learning.
Definitely.
You never ever stop learning.
It's very true.
That's very good. Yeah.
And in the blue kitchen is Ed Devlin. He's a Geordie burger vendor and has been a chef for 4 weeks.
Just one second.
Come on.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah, that's okay.
Boy, keep them waiting.
Well done.
Clever. Puts the duck back in the fridge before he talks to them. Excellent.
What do you think makes a good head chef?
Makes a good head chef. Leadership, control, respect, which I believe is a two-way thing. And giving you guys something to look up to, actually. You need to have something different that they don't have, otherwise they'll walk all over you. You've got to earn it rather than...
He's just like lose. Now.
How important do you actually think that ingredients are, given that these days most chefs have to turn out meals at a cost?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to say I'm a chef, not an economist. I'm trying to use industrial language here, but I do get quite emotive about that stuff. I'm paid to prepare food that people want to eat, and we're paid to eat.
And he kept them waiting. Well done, big boy. Come on.
Ed, you're a
Sensational. I mean, sensational, that one.
Woo!
It's now almost time to serve the starters, so the heat is on.
Bobby, away on the mullet, soon as you can. Okay, come on, let's go, 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 come on. Okay. Keep them warm. Give us a call in a minute, please, Madeline. Okay, here we go. Mullet. Let's move around that way. Keep going to my right. Bang, next 5 plates. F***ing right up. Keep them warm.
Monster. We created a monster.
We have got a star in the making.
Yeah.
Here we go.
At long last, Ed is taking command and looking like a head chef. But will his food be as impressive?
I don't like my red mullet.
To be honest with you, I actually think that if it had been just the ravioli as a starter, without the red mullet, I think it would have been perfect.
Wonderful.
That's all it needed. I think the red mullet was a little bit too much again.
I was going to say that when you do everything else is twice the size of that dish.
Let's go for a bit of duck.
Not too complicated. Yeah, it's nice.
Best thing you've said all day, mate.
But just when things are looking up for Ed, disaster strikes. His ice cream has yet again failed to set.
There's a problem with the ice cream again?
I don't know, I'm a bit worried. Is there a freezer problem this time?
Yeah, something.
Sounds like it churned all right, but
that'll be a disaster if that ice cream doesn't set.
Hang on the ice cream. Wait 30 seconds. Right sauce.
Why the f*** aren't they serving it separate, please?
Stop! No.
Service, please. Thank you very much.
Things have gone much more smoothly in the other kitchens, but luckily for Ed, his chocolate fondant is a triumph.
Oh, yeah.
Two go very well
together.
together.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Come on!
It's all over, and it's time for the judges to announce the result.
Come on!
First of all, thanks to you all. You've worked very, very hard. I know it's been a tough day, and I think you've all done a tremendous job. But now the bit you've all been waiting for, the results. Reverse order. In 4th place, the red team.
Yes! Come on.
And in 3rd place, the green team.
Come on.
In 2nd place, the yellow team. Well done to the blue team.
Ed may have won the competition, but will any of the judges spot him as the fake?
It was either the yellow one or the red one.
I would have said it would have been the one in the red kitchen.
I'd go for the red kitchen.
Yes! Shit!
It's the blue kitchen. You're joking.
Amazing.
I've just pissed myself.
It was the blue kitchen. Wonderful. But he's really learnt his trade fast.
I think it's brilliant. Yeah, definitely. I think it's very, very good. Yeah. I'd have him in my kitchen any day of the week.
Ed still doesn't know that he's managed to fool all of the judges.
Woo! Hey, you're looking fantastic. Well done.
Good on you, mate.
Chef!
Listen, we've got a bit of bad news, but not one of them spotted me.
Excellent!
It's been a roller coaster 4 weeks, but it's been absolutely unreal. You know, it's
Well
been
done.
like, you know.
Well done. Today you were not faking call. You were the real McCall.
You worked
well
in
done.
there.
Thanks very much. You know,
The 4
it's,
weeks has been tremendous, I tell you. The transformation is phenomenal.
Tell you what, I feel like enriched as a person. It sounds really wanky, doesn't it? But like, it's the truth. I've had such a I mean, it's been a brilliant thing today. It's just topped it all off. But you know, just the thing that people I've met, the stuff that I've learned, you know, even some of the shit that I've been through, like, you know, it's been great. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.